All right, what is up, everyone? Guys, I'm excited. I'm ready for today. I think hopefully this could be a good trading day. I'm going to talk about what I'm thinking so far, what we got going on. And yeah, guys, I'm excited. Let's lock in. And yeah, I'll talk about what I think's going on. So, I did some pre-market analysis, and on the higher time frame, we have broken this high to the upside and formed this fair value gap. So I'm watching this 4 hour fair value gap because since I see this as, personally, I see this as a very high time frame market maker buy model, potentially off of this weekly gap here, right? We sweep out these lows. I think the draw on liquidity could likely be all-time highs, right? So zooming back down to the lower time frame, we break structure, we break this high, and we form this fair value gap. So I'm watching, okay, are we going to form SMT in this fair value gap? What's going to happen in this fair value gap, right? Because right now, we have low resistance highs all through here. So I'm watching these low resistance highs, and you can see that if I pull up the volume profile, you can see this is a giant hot spot right here. So I'm watching those low resistance highs. I'm watching this giant 4 hour fair value gap. I'm honestly going to start using the 4 hour power of 3 more. So when this 10 a.m. candle opens up, I could see us, right now, this kind of looks like, to me, this kind of looks like accumulation. So what I'm thinking could happen is, if I pull up the Discord, right? Here you can see that in daily profiles, right? One of the daily profiles that we sometimes look at is the AMD daily profile, right? Where London and Asia just kind of chop around. New York pushes lower into a key level, and then we get the change state of delivery to go higher. And since higher time frame is bullish, I could definitely see us continuing that trend, right? I'm not going to try and fight the trend personally. I think the higher time frame is drawing up to previous year's high, or aka all-time highs. So if all-time highs is the draw on liquidity, right? Let's pull up my Tradebait. So if all-time highs is the draw on liquidity, and we broke this high, right? This is a 4 hour break structure, 2022 style. If you guys know, you guys know. Yeah, 4 hour break structure. And so we have this fair value gap. And the other thing about this is this isn't just a fair value gap, right? This is a breaker and a fair value gap. So 4 hour breaker and fair value gap. So I'm watching to see how this holds if we form SMT here. If I go down to the 1 hour, very similar thing. We have a 1 hour breaker right here that's so far supporting price, and we have this 1 hour fair value gap. Actually, this 1 hour fair value gap might be a little better. we might get like a 1 hour, 5-minute model off of that. I'm gonna get some water real quick. Oh, we gotta rule the contracts. Alright. Please select which contracts you would like to have automatically rolled in your workspace. Yep, that's the one. Okay, now we're on the U contract. So, like I said, we have this 1 hour gap, which is also a 4 hour gap, right? Let's look at the 2 hour. There's not really a 2 hour gap. Right, this 1 hour for value gap is in discount of this. So we got this discount. Discount 1 hour for value gap. I'm looking at these low resistance highs. And then I'm curious how this 10 a.m. candle opens up, you know? So discount 1 hour for value gap. Right, this kind of seems all like accumulation to me. If I pull up the volume profile, let's take a look at this. You can see this is, to me, this seems like a giant accumulation range. So I'm gonna mark this out all like this. So I kind of see this as accumulation, right? We've just been range bound. So on New York Open, right? So on market open, I kind of want to see us manipulate these lows. We do have S&T with YM here. I just don't know if that was manipulation. Like, so two possibilities, right? This could have been the manipulation, or on market open, we manipulate the low again. I think it's more likely we're going to manipulate the low again, personally. So that's what I'm going to be watching for. And right now, we do have S&T with this low here. So I want to see us maybe keep this S&T. So I'm watching this. And guys, we also have a data high, right? We still have this data high. This is a strong draw on liquidity. And as always, guys, even if we do call a 4R trade, I'm still only taking profit at 1R and then leaving the rest to the draw on liquidity between 1 and 2R, because I just need to make money. So yeah, even if we do call a 4R trade, it's just, I'm not gonna take a 4R trade. I'm gonna take my money and dip. So So yeah, I'm watching everything going on in here. We got market open in 4 minutes. Curious if we have a 15-minute for value gap. We do. So, this could end up being better suited as a 15-minute, 1-minute flow state. And you could get really high R trades off of those, right? So this is market open. Let's go ahead and mark this out as market open. And then here we have 10 a.m. So we go to the 5-minute chart. Maybe the range can be better marked out like this. So we'll just have to see. But I think that it's very possible we could manipulate this low again. That's what I'm going to be watching for. Right, let's mark out all our fair value gaps. I gotta charge my laptop. So yeah. So yeah, let's just mark out all our fair value gaps. 15-minute discount fair value gap here. One hour one here. I don't know if we should mark out all of them. And this is also a 4-hour gap, right? So we'll just keep the 15-minute one. Market opens in 1 minute. We have this 5-minute for value gap. Nothing obvious to me. Alright, we got a market open wick. I want to move this over. It's kind of in my way. Okay, so we go shoot up for the data high almost instantaneously. So it's possible that this possibility number one is playing out, right? It's possible. Possibility number one was that the low is already in, right? 1 hour for value gap, and once again, we have SMT with YM at the lows of this 1 hour for value gap. So it's possible that this is already, the low's already in. Right, because this is also, this is a 5-minute change state delivery, right? But the reason I'm skeptical is it just, I don't know. Market open usually does weird things, so. So we could go down and manipulate that low. We got a 1 hour for value gap, 5-minute change state delivery. To me, this is like inducement, right? At this point, I don't know. We might not come down and manipulate the low again. It's possible we don't. But I'm open-minded to it, right? I'm not closed off to it. And I think we had SMT with ES too. Yeah, you can see this low and this low. So higher low on NASDAQ, lower low on S&P. So 1 hour for value gap. Once again, guys, I'm not convinced yet. Once again, we got a massive liquidity pool here. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of when do we go here, not if, in my opinion. So now we have this 1 minute for value gap. Let's check the volume profile again. So we're right around where most of the volume is. I do think we will come back here. But I'm not convinced of anything yet. As far as standard deviations go of this manipulation leg, You can see we perfectly tested that. So yeah, it's possible that was the that was the end of the manipulation. I don't know. To be determined, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, guys. It's not convincing to me. Like, we very much could go back and take the low. I'm open minded to it. And you can see this is obviously the drawn liquidity, right? We're going to go here. It's just a matter of, like, when are we going to go here, you know? Like, are we going to manipulate the low again, or are we going to go straight here? Like, I just don't know. I kind of see this leg down here as the manipulation, right? Seems like we're going through a lower time frame accumulation again. So we're going to inverse this. So we'll probably almost certainly run down to take the low, but we'll see. It's possible we run down to OTE. $10 a.m. coming up soon. Right? So guys, theoretically, like, not saying this is what you should do, but like theoretically, I could see us getting a 12-to-1 trade off of this, this OTE. Not saying you should do this, but I'm just saying I think that this is gonna happen. So if this does happen, I'm gonna clip this. But yeah, that would be like 14-to-1. So if it happens, I will clip this because that'd be crazy. But yeah. So could you have taken this inversion? Like, let's see. On the 1 minute, we have a long wick. The RR doesn't make a lot of sense. 30 seconds, similar thing. Like, we had a longer wick. Personally, I wouldn't have taken it in either situation. 2 minute, and yeah, you definitely can't take it on the 2 minute. And that means you definitely can't take it on the 3 minutes. So there was no inversion, I would say, that you could have taken. I mean, if it closed a little differently, like if it closed like that, then maybe, but it didn't. So now I'm watching, okay, right? Was this just another inducement of the low? Because now looks like we might be having SMT. Looks like it. So this will be going into 10 a.m. Remember, macro time is right here. So, hopefully this is relatively simple and we just inverse this. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and mark this out in case we get it. We need to close like there. So this would be like 3 contracts. 3 times 13 is 26, 39. So there is a 3-minute thing, but once again, like guys, I think you take this on the 2-minute. This makes sense, most sense to me on the 2-minute. We have SMT, we have inducement of the change of sale delivery. So I think we go like this. You go break even here. And we got good LRLR here. So if we do inverse this, I'd give this post-trade approval. And I would say yes, the market's right around liquidity. And yeah, I'll 100% give this a post-trade approval no matter what. I pinky promise myself. And that's to myself, not to you guys. But this is just like, if this didn't work out, like, I think this is going into 10 a.m. too, so. So. Once again, there's a 15-minute for value gap here. 15-minute breaker. This might be better seen as a breaker. 15-minute breaker. So we got a 15-minute breaker. We're back testing OTE, guys. So if this ends up being like a 20-to-1 trade off of OTE, you heard it here first. That would be crazy. So guys, if this were to be a 20-to-1 trade off of OTE, I'm clipping this. Right? Because we have the OTE here. So yeah, if this ends up being a 20-to-1 trade off of OTE, I'm clipping this. I will 100% give this post-trade approval if we inverse. Do we inverse it?
Order filled.
Looks like it. Or maybe we didn't.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Okay. That was break even. I would have targeted. I would have taken off half at 1R and then half at the LRLR. So that was break even, and I would give that a post trade approval. So I would have gone something like this where I would take to TP1. I was gonna do this TP1. And then TP2. Like that. That's how I was gonna take this trade. But it ended up being break even, and that's okay. Would have been nice if that hit, honestly. Now, the only thing that is like a little questionable is if this really inversed. I honestly can't tell. See, I hate trades like this when it's like really, really hard to tell. Anyway, I feel like yeah, I don't know. I really have no idea what the right decision was, because that to me that looks like it inverses, but it's like, oh, man. Do you think that this would be worth the post trade approval or not? Because like I can't tell. Maybe I won't give it a post trade approval because it didn't actually inverse. I shouldn't have taken it. I trade ICT concepts, yeah. So I don't know what the right decision was. I'm not gonna lie. That's a tricky one because we were going into 10 a.m. You know, all the stars were aligning, and then it's like I get hit with this like inversion that's just like, I don't know. And it's like, well, Like, I don't know if that was the wrong decision or what, but I think it's fine. Like, I don't know. Would I give that a post-trade approval? I don't know. Because, like, yes, but only if it inversed it. Only if it inversed. And I'm not even sure that even inversed. This is why trading is so hard. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I was going to give that post-trade approval, but like, now that it didn't inverse, like, I don't know if I would have, right? And that's what makes trading so hard. So, I'm gonna honestly say I wouldn't give that a post-trade approval. I mean, I'm kind of hard on myself, but I don't think this inversed. So, come on, man. I gotta be better than that. I don't think that that actually inversed. So, I'm not gonna give that a post-trade approval. Dang it, dude. I gotta be better than that. I'm supposed to go on a 10-minute walk now, so. Maybe I should just have it be a 5-minute walk. I don't even know if I officially established that rule, to be honest. Anyway, I'm just gonna go on a 5-minute walk because I don't know if I did or not. Okay, guys, this is a very interesting scenario because I was 100% going to give that trade a post-trade approval. 100%. That was a really good trade had it had inversed, right? This is where break-evens like this will be worth thousands of dollars in the future, because here's the thing, right? It was a really, really good trade. Like, if it had inversed, right, I would have 100% given it a post-trade approval. But the issue is, right when we get this close, you have to be able to distinguish right away and be honest with yourself if that really inversed. And this did not. It's not obvious. It's not obvious that this inversed. I took this anyway. I 100% would have given this a post-trade approval, but because we did not inverse this for value gap, I had to be able to say, I'm doing nothing. And in the future, that's what I'm going to do, right? So that this lesson is worth probably thousands of dollars to me, because I'm going to now, in the future, I have a plan for exactly what to do if something's 100% like chance I'm going to approve it and then we don't get the inversion. Guys, hands behind my back. That lesson is worth thousands of dollars, guys, and that is really hard to do. Most people are still going to take this trade anyways. So, lesson learned from that, and yeah, we keep moving on. This was a break even, so I can take another trade, but we will be very, very thoughtful if we do. And yeah. But I think that otherwise this would have been a really nice trade. And yeah, I do think it would have been really nice. So it's okay though. It's just one of those trades where you learn a lesson. You don't have, and luckily I didn't lose anything. So but the other reason it was so nice is because we're literally going into the 10 a.m. macro when we inverse this for value gap. Well, we technically don't inverse it, but. And this is not, this wick is like, we inverse this, but this is so wicky. That's not a good inversion. So yeah, guys, valuable lesson learned. Let's keep moving on, keep staying in the game, and keep showing up. So yeah, I think I'll do 5-minute walks after any trade. So, interestingly, we had, let's get rid of everything actually. We had this 1 hour breaker, and I believe we just got a 5-minute, well, actually, whatever this was, right? This was a 15-minute order block, I guess. and then 1 minute change of state of delivery. So this is kind of what I think is going on right now. 15-minute OB sweep, and now 1 minute change state of delivery. Oh my gosh, and we backtest OTE. Bro. This is what I mean when I say, like, the market's perfect. Oh my gosh. Backtest OTE. Here we get the change of state of delivery. So yeah. Now we are gonna definitely go to all these standard deviations. I'm calling it right now. I mean, this is very obvious to me that this is for sure a model here. Trading is hard, guys. $9.50 to 10.10 macro really didn't do a lot. Let's see if this Hydro macro does anything. So yeah, this is like what 10 a.m. open is like right here. 10 a.m. power 3 is manipulation into this change state delivery, and now we're just expanding. So, like, guys, this is why the 10 a.m. power 3 is OP, because it's just literally like, okay, 10 a.m. open. I'll probably go over this in market recap, but 10 a.m. opens, right? Manipulate into the change state delivery, and then expand. So this is how you would take this. Is stop loss here. And then something like this. I go half off at 1 because I'm taking half off at 1R. That's just what I'm doing. And then you can leave a runner based off of where the liquidity is. So probably go here. So I'm gonna need to adjust my rules and like figure out exactly the rule when it comes to that, because I want to have it pretty established. But I'm pretty sure about the taking half off at 1R. I'm just trying to figure out, like, for the other half, do I want to allow myself to go further than 2R, or do I just want to say the other half has to be taken off in between 1 and 2R? I think for now I'll probably just say the other half has to be taken off between 1 and 2R, so just so I can, you know, get some dubs. I'm gonna use the bathroom. All right. So, yeah, that was chill. Once again, guys, the trade we took would have 100% been post-trade approval. But once we close and we don't inverse or we close at the same level, I had to be able to step away and say I'm not going to take this. And I still entered it. It was break even, luckily, but I shouldn't have taken it because we didn't actually close. So I'm not giving it a post-trade approval. It's a little frustrating that happened, but it's also, it's hard to make the right decision in a matter of a couple seconds. And I think, so this is a good, in my opinion, this is a very, very good opportunity that's going to save me thousands of dollars in the future. So I consider this break even very much a win. So yeah, we still have, let's get rid of everything. We still have quite a bit of liquidity up here. Massive liquidity pool. I think that is where we are drawing. Once again, we can take another trade if there is an opportunity that we like, but we will be thoughtful. We do have this 5-minute OB, and we are expanding higher. 5-minute OB. So we could get a 30-second change of state delivery off of this. We have SMT with YM. Probably, I might not take this, but I might just tape read it. I just don't want to take a loss. I don't know for sure if I'd give this a post-trade approval, so because of that, I'm just gonna do nothing. But unless we sweep the low again or something, and then it just becomes way more obvious, then maybe. And this is a lot better of an order block, to be honest. I would actually prefer us to come down to this, because this is the one that swept out this low here. So yeah, 5-minute OB. We still got this really nice liquidity pool. I think we're expanding up there. So yeah, this is objectively a really nice OB. if we come tap this, and then we get 30-second change state delivery off of this, I think this could be a good trade. So, you know, we could end up getting change state delivery here. Nothing I'm going to take, personally. Because I just don't know if I would give it post-trade approval. So, yeah. This is also OTE. Next macro is in 20 minutes. So I think that there's a pretty good chance that we could come retest this OB, which is also, you know, a really obvious change state delivery, right? I mean, objectively, this, you could maybe say this is more of like a change state delivery. Okay, this makes more sense. This was more of a 15-minute fair value gap than it was an OB. Anytime you ever see, to be honest, anytime you ever see an OB or breaker, usually it's not the OB or breaker that does anything. It's usually because there was a 15-minute fair value gap there. Or it's usually because there was a fair value gap there, and the OB actually doesn't mean anything. So 15-minute fair value gap. One-minute change state delivery. That makes a lot more sense, actually. So I think we're gonna go retest this. I think that's what's gonna happen. And then we're gonna go run up to the second standard deviation here. That's what I think is gonna happen. I mean, look how perfectly we retest OTE. That's how you know the market is moving off of whatever this model is right now. That's how you know you're in line with the algorithm. I might just take this like a regular flow state, actually. Hey, what up? What up? Drink more water. Like, this, genuinely, just regular flow state might be the move. So stop loss would go here. So, what I'm saying is, you could take this up to the first standard deviation and then the second. The reason I'm not taking it yet is I'm really trying to decide if that's actually what I want to do or if that's dumb. And I just don't want to make a dumb decision, so I prefer to make no decision over a dumb decision. So 15-minute for body gap, sweep, 1-minute change state delivery. Yeah, I just don't want to make a mistake. I'm so glued to the 22.2k high. Yeah, bro. You can say that again. This is really nice liquidity. So yeah, I really do like this. I think this is probably gonna work. Like if you entered like this. I guess I just hate taking losses. I don't want to take a loss. Maybe I should just take it though. This is probably gonna work. I mean, I kind of would like maybe us just to take this. I would like to maybe just get this inversion instead. The 2-minute inversion off of here would be relatively clean. We swept out. Only thing is, no, we did get a sweep of the bodies, so this is a valid sweep. Oh, really? The one that, like, I took that too. I went break even, and I regret. I don't give this a post trade approval. I wish I didn't take it because I really like it. Didn't even inverse. Otherwise, I think it would have been an amazing trade. I think 100% would have given it a post trade approval, but I don't think it inversed actually. So I'm not going to approve of it. Okay, so if we get this, right? Oh, nice. Considering taking this if we get it. And I would consider this candle bodies here to be the sweep. If we have SMT, that would definitely make me have higher conviction. And once again, like right now, I'm not going for that high of RR. I am just doing half off at 1R and then the other half off at wherever else. At anywhere between 1 and 2R. That's how I'm doing it. Based on the drawn liquidity. Another way you could take this is, once again, Something looks off. Yeah, once again, this is a 5-minute order block too. So you could maybe take, this is a really nice 5-minute order block. So you can maybe take this as a 5-minute, 30-second flow state. Where if we if we gotta change the state of delivery here, if you gotta change the state of delivery here from like this high, then we'll probably run up, right? 5-minute OB. Hopefully that makes sense. 30-second change state of delivery. I try to be a little bit more lenient with my break evens. Yeah, well, a big reason why I went break even is because I wouldn't have given it a pros trade approval. I just can't make a decision, a thoughtful decision in 3 seconds. And so I kind of thought it inverse, but then after my rational brain kicked in a little bit more, I'm like, yeah, that definitely didn't inverse. And so I just went break even a little fast. Your list of types of rectangles is giving me anxiety. Sorry. So we might just be waiting for the next macro, which will be in, let's see, from here to here. Okay, if this 2-minute inverse is, I like it. They're just, my brain stops operating. Yeah. So I think the way I would do this is I'll do half off at 1R, obviously, because that's my rule. And then I'm not saying for sure I would take this. I'm being thoughtful. Or maybe I'll just do all off at 1R. Yeah. So 1R would be here. Not sure I love it, to be honest. So I probably won't take it. Yeah. No, that's the realest thing. They stop my brain. Yeah. I over fry my brain all the time. I think I just did it by saying that. Yeah. I'm going to be thoughtful. I might not take this, but I might take it. Right? It just kind of depends how we close. If we close with good momentum, I'm going to take it. We sweep this low. just 1R trade here. Okay, nope, nothing. I think I'll just do probably all off here if we get it. Just a 1R. And this will be going into the next macro, so .3-minute. You could take this on the 3-minute if this 3-minute inverses, but I prefer to take this on the, I don't know, this you could take this on the 3-minute. So now this is looking a lot better, but once again, like now I have to move my TP. So 2-minute and a 3-minute look like they're gonna inverse at the same time. So yeah, this should be good. This is good. Post trade approval, yes.
Order filled.
Alright. I'm just shooting for 1R here. And let's see. $21,081. So yeah, take profit, 22,130. And if this fails, I just suck at trading. I mean, we are going into the next macro, so I think it's reasonable to go break even at the bodies of these candles. That's very reasonable in my opinion. So that's what I'm going to do. And I just now realized that I kind of messed this up because the 5 minute I had a fair value gap and I didn't see that. So, but whatever. I would give this a post trade approval, especially now that the 5 minutes inversed. So. You know, you could leave. I mean, you could leave a runner to go to the liquidity pool here. So maybe I'll do. I don't want to do that. I still would give this a post trade approval, I would say. Macro time too. But, you know, maybe I just suck at trading. I'm just trying my best. That's all I can do. I'm just trying my best. I would give this a post trade approval even if this loses, so. Or maybe I messed up. Because this is delivering from the change state delivery too. I think that I would give this post trade approval, to be honest. Dude, I haven't won a trade in years, dude.
Stop filled.
I'm gonna blow my accounts, bro. I don't know, man. I really thought that I'd give that a post trade approval. I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about it. I thought that was good. This is probably gonna work. This is a little better, to be honest. I don't know, man. I feel like it wasn't good enough. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have given it a post trade approval because we have this giant range below. Alright, mandatory 5-minute walk. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not giving it a post trade approval. I don't think it was that good. I'm just trying my best. This is gonna work. I want to enter it, but I'm not going to. But I know this is gonna work. Let's take it on the leap. Kind of losing hope, man. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I am just a terrible trader. I'm taking this on the... What inversion was this? I actually don't even know. Am I just stupid? I guess I'm just stupid. There's no inversion here. I thought there was. I guess it's the 3 minute. I'm just... Dude, I think maybe I just got stopped with inverse or value gaps, dude. I don't even know if I like inverse or value gaps anymore. I like flow state a lot better. I mean, I can tell you how many flow states I see where you hit the change state of delivery, then you go hit the fourth standard deviation. I mean, I might just quit inverse or value gaps. I don't know. This is just maybe just inverse or value gaps just aren't for me. Like I don't. Flow state just makes more sense to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I kind of hate inverse or value gaps, dude. I can't tell you how many inverse or value gaps just literally just are not good. I don't even know, man. I don't know. I literally don't know. I don't know what to do. Three minutes. Guys, really good chance I lose my accounts. And I haven't tilted. I haven't been undisciplined. I've just been crap at trading. Just kind of just sad, dude. I kind of like I've just worked too hard to deserve this. It just sucks. I'm not gonna give up. But yeah, I might lose everything, and if so, then that's what's meant to be. It's meant to lose everything and start over again from scratch. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.